Hi my love bugs, and welcome to my channel. If you don't know, I mean how could you not? No, I'm just kidding. But my name is Erin, and I am so excited to film this video. I've seen so many of these videos, like literally the entire time I've watched YouTube. So I just thought I'd hop on the bandwagon. I literally have never done one of them. Well, I guess it's kind of two, because I'll be doing a drugstore haul. I did get a couple things, but then I'm also gonna do my drugstore favorites. So it kind of goes hand in hand, I guess, because obviously I got some of my drugstore favorites when I was at the drugstore. Even though, funny story, I went to the drugstore to get my flu shot, didn't get my flu shot, and just spent a shit ton of money on makeup. If that ain't me, sis, I know it is. You'll have to forgive these under eye circles. I worked overnight last night and I'm running on like maybe 3 hours of sleep, so that's cute. But I got my caffeine and we're good. Not sponsored, but I love Five Guys. Okay, so the question is, I guess I'll do the haul first and then my drugstore faves. Okay, so the first thing I picked up, these are a classic drugstore product. If you guys are buying beauty blenders, listen, they're great, I get it. But if you're a makeup lover like me and put those fucking sponges the way I do, through it the way I do, you do not need to be spending $20 on a sponge. You need a good sponge for cheap, and these are it. You can, I think this was like less than $10 for 2 of them. And they've got like different sizes and shapes, so, but these are just the, so these are the Real Technique by Sam and Nick Miracle Complexion Sponges. These are just the original ones. I know they have like 1 packs of them, 2 packs. They've got microfiber ones, concealer sponges, different shaped sponges, so it's just finding what shape you love. But I absolutely love these. Cannot go wrong with them. I like always pick up extra too, so let's throw things. I also love them because I do other people's makeup a lot too, and they're so inexpensive that you can, it's not like gonna destroy your piggy bank to pick up a pack of them, you know what I mean, and do your friend's makeup, and then you can give it to your friend or whatever when you're done, because what's the point in wasting? So good again. The next thing I bought is my go-to setting powder. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in the shade 05 Fair. If you couldn't tell, I am very fair, so finding a good setting powder that doesn't oxidize and isn't too dark for my skin tone or too yellow toned is very difficult. So I've been really happy with this. It's been my go-to. It's super inexpensive. And I mean, it just works great, and I feel like you get a good amount of product, so I mean, go through it, sis. And when you go through powder the way I do, to set that face, I mean, you don't want to be spending $20 again. But super good. You can pick it up at literally like anywhere. I just went to Walgreens, and actually let me see if that's the receipt. Of course I did. Oh wait, yes I did. Don't listen to me. Oh, here we go. I was looking in there. So the powder was $8, so not bad, and it works so great. And the Real Technique sponges were $10 for a 2-pack. The other thing I picked up, I actually have not tried this yet, but I know a lot of people do use it and love it. But again, I mean, I use the loose form of it. But this is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless powder in the shade 100 Translucent. I got this specifically for when I do my natural foundation days, so I can set my concealer and stuff. You know, this is a loose powder, so it is easy to go on heavy. It does give you a bit more of a heavier look, a bit more coverage. So I didn't really, you know, I don't really want that when I'm going for more natural look, so I'm excited to try this. Again, super inexpensive. This one was literally $4. So it's really great. I really like it. I'm excited to try it. It looks like a good shade, so we'll see. The next thing I bought and wanted to try is this e.l.f. Blemish Control face primer. It's no secret that I suffer from acne. I'm very open about it. You know, I see a dermatologist for it, but you know, I still do have my breakouts. Like right now, definitely been wearing masks all the time at work and stuff, and it's caused me to break out. So I tried their poreless primer of this, but I saw this and I said, that's interesting, I'm gonna have to try it. So I picked some up, and we'll see. I'm excited. I haven't tried it. We'll see. And that one was $6, so super cheap again. And the last thing I picked up today was this. This is the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Skin Milk Nourishing Foundation. And this is in the shade 510 Porcelain. This is my go-to natural finish foundation. Like when I do my everyday looks, I used to go in with my full coverage, and that's a lot. And I realize that now, especially with COVID and wearing masks, I don't want to be wearing full coverage. It's suffocating. So this is really nice. It is not drying. It is a more natural finish. It's a little more like dewy than matte. It's not full coverage, but it does have enough that it covers my blemishes. And it's not heavy on the skin again. It's so nice. It's just, and I feel like it is actually pretty nourishing. It does have coconut milk and aloe extract, and they're super moisturizing and nourishing for the skin. So it's a very nice product, and it's not too expensive. This one is a little over $13 where I got it. So, I mean, prices might vary by store, but I absolutely love them. So now, I'm gonna move on to my drugstore makeup favorites right now, and what I've got in my collection. I guess it's more maybe a review. We'll see. I mean, I have all my makeup right here in my drawers. I have a lot, so, but, I'm just gonna kind of go through and see what we pull out. I gotta get all my lashes out of the way. Some people might plan better, but, okay. I'm just gonna grab the first thing I see. So, oh, here we go, perfect. So this is an e.l.f. Lip lacquer, and this is in the shade Bubbles. So it is just a clear gloss with some sparklies in it. It's really pretty, and it's super cheap. I think I got this for like $3 literally. So I mean, you can't beat that. I don't like to go high-end with my lip glosses. They're one of the few things in my like makeup that I'm pretty dead set on not, only because I go in with them so much that if I buy a high-end one, I'll go through it so quickly. So I stick with drugstore. so the next thing that I've got here is the NYX. Do you say it NYX or NYX? I've heard it both ways. I've always called it NYX. NYX. Correct me if I'm wrong. But this is the Powder Puff Lippy. The powder lip creams. They were kind of a big thing for a moment. It's so intriguing, and how could you not? Obviously, it's been used. It's kind of weird, but I want to say the first time I saw these was in Tati's video, using them, and I was so intrigued by it. It sounded so interesting, and the formula just looked so nice. So I got one. This is in the shade PPL 04, and it is Squad Gold. It's like a very pretty red moment. You'll notice very quickly. Let's see if I can swatch this decently. Like, I love my reds, but it's so nice, so comfortable. You can wear it, like, just throw it on, and it is like a lip cream, like a powder lip cream. So I like it because you can diffuse it a bit if you want just a, you know, but you can also wear it bold, which is usually how I wear it because I like bold lipstick. But it is really pretty. It's super comfortable, not drying on the lips. I've gotten really into that, especially now as it's getting towards the colder months. My skin always tends to get a little drier during this season, so I try to avoid anything that'll dry out my skin. I'm literally just pulling. Okay, so this is the Essence Stay 8-hour lip liner, and this is the shade You and Me Ship. So it is a red. I want to say I got this from Ulta when they were having them on sale. I tried some Essence lip gloss, and I was really impressed by it, honestly. I really loved the formula. And so I was like, maybe I have to try this. So I bought one, and it is so nice. It is so creamy. Like, literally, look at this pigment. Like, it's so pretty, so creamy, sits right on. Of course, since it is a lip liner, it is not completely 100%, you know, budge proof. It's not gonna be transfer resistant necessarily, but it does stay on, and it is very pretty in color. The next thing I have is the NYX Cosmetics Epic Ink Liner, and this is in the shade EIL01 Black. This is a felt tip, and it is very nice. I like it a lot. It's pretty pigmented and black and super easy to use. If you're new with wings and stuff, I mean, I always feel like it's better to go on with a wing, like a felt tip compared to other products, just because it works nicer. And like, it's easier to manage and handle. Super inexpensive. I can't remember exactly how much it was, but it's pigmented, easy to use, and I mean, you can't beat that. The next one I have is another NYX eyeliner. You'll see I do have a lot of NYX. I love the brand, honestly. I feel like as a drugstore brand, they're one of the few brands that, like, consistency-wise, like, their products are amazing. That being said, every brand has its oopsies or whatever, but I shouldn't say that. I mean, maybe it just didn't. So this is the NYX Cosmetics Matte Liquid Liner, and this is in the shade MLL01 Black. So this one is a brush applicator. I will say that it is the thing. Okay, a couple of things I didn't like about this. So first off, it is a brush liner, so as I said, a felt tip is usually more manageable, more easy to use, at least for me. But my thing is it dries very quickly, and I feel like you don't get enough of the product on the actual applicator to like do your eyeliner. So like you have to go in a bunch of times, and it's not that it's not pigmented. It's pigmented. It's just like, if I have a product that takes less time, but see here, let's see. It's pigmented. I do feel like it also is a little like not goopy, but like thicker, like formula than the felt tip. So like it does, I feel like, kind of flake and look a little dry, and not in a good way. But like it's good, it's cheap. I mean, as far as drugstore liners go, it's one of the better ones I've used, so. What's next? Okay, so this is the Essence Soft Contouring lip liner in shade 05 Melt Your Heart. It is like a, I don't know if you can really tell, but it's like a berry shade. It's very creamy. Again, I love their products. Like, look at that pigment. You can't beat that. And again, it's so cheap. I literally don't remember the exact price of this, but I remember being like, why is this so cheap? Like, this is better than some of the high-end lip liners that I've used. But it's really nice, really creamy. It's pigmented, like everything you can ask for in a lip liner right here, and at such a steal. Sold. Oh, here we go. Another NYX product. So again, this is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade MBP01 Top. I don't know, we'll go with it. Anyway, so I got this because I'd heard a lot of good reviews about their eyebrows products, and I'd never used any of them, and at such a cheap price. I mean, and a makeup lover, I'm sold again. So it's easy for me to spend a lot of money at drugstores. So it is dual-sided, of course. So one end you got the product. Obviously this one is slightly used, but you can see you still get a decent amount even still. It's super creamy. It's nice and pigmented. It's pretty nice. And then of course the other end is a spoolie. I will admit it is not the most pigmented eyebrow product I've used, because I tend to like a super bold brow personally, so I kind of have to build it a bit, which I don't mind. But it is nice for doing my like natural day looks, where I can just like define my brows and not have to, you know, if I'm trying to go on like heavy and do block brows or whatever, then I probably won't do this. But I won't use this product. But if you're into natural eyebrows, it's really nice. I feel like the color is very cute, and it's pretty pigmented, and it's super cheap. So what I got in here. Actually, I think I have a couple of these. Let me gather these up, just so we can go over them all together. Let me make sure I don't have a if not, we'll go over the rest later. Okay. So these are a go-to for me. More NYX products. These are some of the NYX butter glosses. I love these. They're so inexpensive. And they're actually really nicely pigmented, but pigmented in the sense that like you can go in with one coat and it brings color, but it's not like, but like it also is buildable. So like with one wipe, you can have like a more sheer color, but color still shows, which is good because some of these colors are a bit bolder. But it's really nice product. So this one is in the shade BLG 14. Is it Madeline? It's just like it looks a little more warm toned in camera, but it's actually pretty cool toned. But I really like it. This is one of the, like my go-to shade for when I do like a nude lip liner, and then just put it on, or sometimes if I do an ombre lip and just want some gloss on top, this is a great shade for that. The next shade I have is BLG15 Angel Food Cake. It is like a pink, almost on the border of being more purplish. I really like it. Of course, this is not a shade that usually I go in with more than one coat though. I just do like one to bring a little bit of color to my lips, but it is a natural enough color still for me personally, at least in my eyes, that I can still just throw it on. Because a lot of times, like even today, like I'll just throw on a little gloss and go. The next shade I have is Peaches and Cream. It's a bright pink. It's such a moment if you're going for like a bright springy look. Really cute, really adorable. Again, pigmented, super nice, super inexpensive. The next shade I have is BLG35, and this is the shade Bit of Honey. So just to compare the two, this one is more warm toned actually. I'd say it's got like a bit more of a reddish undertone than this one, but I really do like it. And then this one is in the shade BLG17 Ginger Snap. This is a dark shade. I'll do this one. I do a very dramatic, like dark nude lip. I do have some of that. Well, I guess it's not, I don't know if it's considered, but like brown tone lip. I really like it just to add a bit more definition and sheen to my lips because I like shiny things. So that's just a couple of them. They have so many shades of them and they're so inexpensive. They're so great. Okay. The next product I have is another NYX product. This is one of their soft matte lip creams. I actually had more of these, but I want to say like some of them, the colors were just not my favorite personally. Not like unpigmented, but just as far as like for me personally, like to wear. But this is in the shade SMLC02 Stockholm. It's a really pretty, like almost, I don't know what you describe it, but it's like more warm toned. But it's not so orangey looking that it looks bad on the skin, which is a huge thing for me. It is a cream, so it is not matte. It is not a liquid lipstick, so it does dry down some, but it is not transfer proof. But I really like this for ombre lips for that reason. I feel like it blends so nicely with lip liners and other cream lip products, and it's so inexpensive again. Trying to see here. Okay, and I think the last drugstore like product I have in this drawer is this one. Yeah, so this is another NYX product. I told you guys I swear by them, but this is the NYX what's this called? I think it's just called eyeshadow base, literally. Yeah, eyeshadow base. Probably the black font right on the side. And this is in the shade ESB01 White, and it is white. This product is pretty good. I've used other lid. So what I usually do actually is that I'll go in with like a lid primer. I don't have any drugstore ones, I don't think. And then I'll go in with this on top of that because the primer will neutralize some of them. Like they do usually have like a bit of a like skin tone, a nude tone to them, but this is really good for when I want to do like very colorful, bright, unnatural, like not unnatural, but well, not natural colors, you know what I mean, not nudes, because it really cleans the eye. So what I usually do is I'll go in with this on like a fluffy brush and kind of stipple it around the eye, and then I'll usually just go in with like a concealer sponge or a sponge or just my finger and buff it, because it is prone a little bit to streaking, just slightly, but once you blend it out, it's really nice, and you can kind of decide what level of opacity you want to it. You can either put a more neutral coat, but natural like layer of it, or you can sheetrock your face like I do. I do know they have other shades. I want to say they have like a skin toned one too, at least one. I can't remember. I got this when the last time I went shopping, so a while ago. But it's a pretty good base. But honestly, it's not. I wouldn't say it's necessary. It's not like a go-to for me. I'm more likely to go in with just foundation or concealer on the eyelid. You know, fail safe. But never hurts to have. I guess the less beauty product, if you will, that I use all the time, like they're my go-to, are the Burt's Bees lip balms. I do not like the original one just because personally it has peppermint in it, and I don't really like that like tingly cool feeling on my lips. It's the same reason I don't really wear plumping gloss that much. But these are so nourishing, so they're just everything, and I just love it. And I like these too because some of them are pigmented. So like this one's it does give a little pink to your lips, so it does give you a little something. So that's that. Okay, I'm gonna go to the next drawer now. Okay. So the first drugstore product I've got right here in the front is the good old there is powder all over this. It's the Maybelline 24-hour Super Stay Full Coverage Foundation, and this is in the shade 102 Fair Porcelain. So the tea with this is full coverage, honey. So if you don't like full coverage, you're not gonna like this. Full disclosure. Oh my gosh, I just realized I smeared that lip cream everywhere. Oh well, destroying makeup. So I do like this. It being full coverage, I do find sometimes, and being matte, it does emphasize my bumps a little bit, so just make sure you go in with moisturizer and a good primer beforehand. It is pretty drying too, so again, moisturize, but you guys should be doing that before any application of product. You should be doing that even when you don't apply product, but especially when they're matte. But it's really nice. I usually use this mainly for like my drag looks, just because it is pretty full coverage. But I really like it. So the next one I got here, I already showed you guys. I just bought a brand new one, so you know I love it. This is again the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Skin Milk Nourishing Foundation. Again, natural finish, dewy, really radiant, really pretty. It's good for like color correction, and that's my main reason I get it, for like my blemishes mainly. And I do have a lot of redness, and I feel like this covers it really well while remaining natural looking, so it's not like, oh, you went full coverage, because I used to do that. The next product I have here is the what is this? I believe this is Maybelline, right? Yeah. The Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser Multi-Use Concealer. I'm sure you guys have seen this before if you are into makeup at all. It's kind of hyped up everywhere. So with this, it's kind of hard because it's like, on one hand, the product is super nice. I love the concealer's formula. It's full coverage. It's really nice and brightening. It is, I believe, matte. I don't know, I mean, I always set my stuff with powders anyway, so it ends up being matte really, but the one, I might get hated for this because so many people love it, but I hate the applicator on this. I do not like it. I've tried loving it. I feel like it just picks up my foundation. It just does not look good. And obviously, like, I don't blend with that. I just go in, but even I feel like just doing that, like, it picks up, and I just don't like it. So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll twist it up, and then I'll use like a brush and I'll love this for like carving out my eyebrow. So I'll just take like a flat brush, a packer brush, and just carve out my brows with it, blend it out nicely, and you're good to go. It being full coverage, it's even better if you're going and you're doing like a eyeshadow, like glam look. What else do I have? Oh, here we go. So this is the e.l.f. Putty Poreless Poreless Putty Primer. So I bought this after, like, when it was getting a lot of hype the first time, and I thought it was interesting. I'd never used it. They said because they had compared it, a lot of people were comparing it, saying it was a great dupe for the Tatcha Silk Canvas. And I did like the Tatcha. It was a little heavy for me personally, but as far as primers, but I actually really like this product. I use it all the time. Like, it's really nice. I like to go in with just kind of get a little bit on my finger, put it under the eyes and the chin, and then I'll just blend it out with a makeup sponge. But I really like it. I feel like it does help. I can't hold anything tonight. But I do feel like it really does help with, as far as like pores and filling them, because especially in my T-zone, like around my nose, I do have a lot of pores, so it's really good. Okay, let me see. So the next products I have, I mean they're the same, but are the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless Foundation, and these are, I believe, both the same shade. Oh, no, they're not. That's a lie. I didn't even know that. I probably... Anyway, so this one is the shade 102, Fair Porcelain, and this one is 105, Fair Ivory. So comparing them, I do feel like definitely, like, this one is a bit like pinker. They both look kind of yellow, but I promise they're really not that yellow. I don't know why they look like that, but they're super inexpensive. They are matte and full coverage, and I like them because they are buildable. So it's like a step up from this and like this, so it's like the in between, you know what I mean? So like when I'm not going crazy drag and sometimes just super glam, I like to use just a full coverage foundation to do like a glam look. It's really nice formula. Again, it is matte, so it can be a little drying if you're not careful, but if you're moisturizing and stuff before you do your makeup, you won't have a problem. The next thing I have here is the, yeah, that's what I thought, okay. Wet n Wild Mega Glow Hello Halo Blush Lighter. It's a duo. And this is in the shade, I'm not reading the numbers because it's like 8 digits long, but it's Highlight Bling. So this is what it looks like. So I'll be completely honest, I haven't even swatched or worn the blush. It looks super shimmery though. Oh, it is. Okay, I mean, it could be pretty, who knows. But I have used the highlighter. It is very shiny. It's got payoff, and honestly, we all know that the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighter slap. But this one particularly is a silver, and because of that, it does leave a cast if you're not careful. So I do set, if you are gonna pick one of these up and you do get like a silver tone or even a gold tone, just watch for that, you know, go in with a little bit and kind of build and make sure you're blending well. But it's a really nice formula, get a lot of payoff, very shiny, very pretty. The next one, you're gonna notice I have a lot of highlighter that are drugstore because I love highlighter. That's like my favorite part of my makeup, and so I'll buy like any kind. So this is the Maybelline Master Chrome by Face Studio Metallic Highlighter in the shade 250. It is a really pretty, it's almost gold, but it does have just the slightest pink undertone, so I think it like works really good for me, especially when I'm going for like my natural makeup days. It is a lot of payoff, but it's natural toned, so it doesn't look as intense. But super good. I think I bought this after Nikki Tutorials was like obsessed with it, I want to say, and she was right. Actually, at first I have to admit that I was kind of hit or miss with it. I feel like it did form a cast, but if you are careful with it, it does look very nice. I think I have, yes. So the next two products, again, me getting duplicates because obviously I need them, are the, of course, like I said, Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powders, and these are both in the shade 319B, and this is Blossom Glow. It's a really pretty pink toned highlighter. As you can see, I've gone in with it. That's why I bought a second one. It's really pretty. I really love it. So inexpensive. I think I got this for like $3 or something, or $5 at like Dollar General. It is so good, and they have a really great shade range, I feel like. So if you know anything about makeup, I'm sure you've seen these. Okay, the next product is my go-to bronzer. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade 6676 Bronzer. I have used their light bronzer, but personally I like to use this as like a middle step because I have a lighter one than this already. That's my go-to. So I'll go in with the first one and then go in with this to deepen, and then my contour shades. But it's really pretty. I love the packaging, and if you don't like fragrance makeup, you won't like this though. But it smells like coconuts and like tropics, and like it makes me think of you know, suntan oil. That's what it smells like, and I just love it. I always smell it. I'm like, so it is pretty classic. It does come with a little under compartment with a little mirror, and it does come with like one of those weird applicators. I don't use them, so I tossed it. But, and full disclosure, I didn't even know that was this opened until like my ex was over, I want to say, and they were like, you know, there's a thing down there, right? I said, now I do. So there's that. Let's see. Is that everything as far as drugstore for this drawer, I think so. Alright, let me check the eyeshadow drawer, because honestly, I don't know if I have drugstore eyeshadows. I want to say I might have gotten rid of all of them, because I was running out of space, and they just weren't my go-to palettes. Yeah, I don't see any, I don't think. So, those are all pretty high-end, but I can tell you that as far as products go, definitely love, again, NYX eyeshadows are good, Maybelline eyeshadows are pretty good, so just find what you like. But that is all of my drugstore makeup. I say that like that wasn't a shit ton, because honestly no one needs this much makeup. But if you like this kind of video, if you like this haul slash like my collection kind of video thing, let me know in the comments. I'd love to do them. And also like just like makeup related videos in general. Of course, you always know I'm open to suggestions. I have my socials always linked and listed down below. And of course, you can always just leave a comment on the video requesting to see something. If you have a product you'd like me to try and, you know, do a wear test or whatever, I'm also open to that. So, but that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Maybe you'll try some of these products. If you have tried some of these products, let me know what you think. I love to hear and see how people like and feel different products perform. So, yeah. Alright, love you guys. Mwah. I'll see you on my next one.